What's going on, everybody? Here's the thing. This is a common theme, and this keeps coming up lately. So I would like to address it, even though it's outside of my normal routine. This is going to be a bit financy. I know it's not Finance Friday, and it's all good. Unless you're living under a rock, you know that the economy has shifted majorly, right? There's been a major shift in the marketplace, acquiring cash, acquiring capital, borrowing money. It's tough. And there's a lot that's going on. And when you need a cash injection, you need a cash injection. So what are we seeing on our end? What am I seeing? What are my lenders seeing? What's some feedback? Here's the thing. Unsecured loans may not be the way to go anymore. In fact, they are not. I would advise or suggest, just don't even bother right now. Because here's the thing. Terms are shorter, like 6 months or less. And we're lucky to see people getting 10% of what they need. So for example, if there's a restaurant needing $100,000, we'll maybe get them 10 if they're lucky. It is stressful and it is tough. But that's not to say there aren't other options. What is working right now? Well, we just relaunched our HELOC program, which is beneficial. So if you've got equity in your house, we can use that as leverage for a line of credit, right? Secured against your real estate, your property. That's huge. That's nice. That is a big help. That is a big sticking point. The other thing that's working really well right now are equipment loans. So on equipment loans, what we're seeing are rates in the 5 to 8% range, right? 5 to 8% for equipment loans. Those go up to $10 million. And we're seeing a lot of those. I'm working on a $350,000 equipment loan right now for a brewery. So we're seeing a lot of action on that front. Equipment leasebacks, kind of like pulling teeth, but it's okay. Construction companies, restaurants, anyone with heavy duty equipment over $15,000, $20,000, basically get an appraisal and you can use that as collateral and borrow 50 to 70% of the value of the equipment. So if you need large cash injections, that's a very effective way to get it, right? All you got to do is go get an appraisal, get the documents in. On the high end of our equipment loans, if we're having to use our subprime lenders, our sub-equity partners, whatever you want to call it, we're seeing 12% on the high end. So equipment loans, 5 to 12%, right? Big range, effective, you get the capital you need. Whereas unsecured loans, you're looking at like 20, 30%, maybe even more sometimes, which can be frustrating. So you got your home equity lines, equipment loans, equipment leasebacks, pretty much anything that is secured against some sort of an asset, is hot right now, flying off the shelves, right? Factoring. You got accounts receivables that are due at 30, 60, 90 days. The most expensive money is always going to be money you don't have access to. Having that money tied up sucks. So factoring lets you get 80 to 90% of those invoices up front, so you're not waiting to get paid, having your cash flow tied up in projects. Very powerful. Invoices, right? You got invoices, you're making large supply purchases, whatever. Cash is king. Do not sacrifice your liquidity in order to get money, in order to make moves. You can finance that invoice, right? Those are just a few things. Long story short, at the end of the day, if you're needing a cash injection for your business, you really want to focus on the secured loans. You want assets to leverage, right? To put up in order to get the loans. Unsecured loans just aren't working. And if you're in the States, well, we all know what a nightmare the PPP and EIDL loans are. Forget the government, man. Fight the power and use other resources, right? Hope this helps you guys. If you have any questions, reach out to me. There's going to be a form down below, and we will chat soon. Cheers.